All right. Feeney Talks with Friends, episode 128. This is a big one. I got my friends from the Rotary Club of West Hartford. How you doing?
Great. How are you?
Patrice, how's everything? Kyle?
Fantastic. Great to be with you.
Victor?
I'm better than I can be.
Thanks for finally getting here, Victor.
20 minutes late, Victor. 20 minutes late.
20 whole minutes.
I'm just a dedicated banker,
Yes.
and I stay with my clients for as long as I possibly can.
We still love you. Victor's here. Go back and check out episode 115. Almost 120 views, Victor.
Yes. Wow.
115.
Wow.
Check it out. We had a great conversation. Lots of laugh with Victor. But we're here to talk about the Rotary Club and all the wonderful things that you do in West Hartford and in Connecticut. You have a big event coming up, Vines of March, Saturday, March 1st, 7 to 10:30. Who wants to talk first on that? How about President-elect? Your Honor, how are you doing,
I am
Madam?
fantastic. Yes, it is a fantastic event that we're going to have on March 1st. It's our 13th annual Vines of March, and it's our signature event. This beautiful event, we use it to support the community. One of the larger organizations that we support is the food pantry here in town. And this last year, we gave $10,000 by doing the food caravan, and that is through the efforts of Vines and everyone supported and helping us. We have great beverages there and food to have. Fantastic auction items, lots of fun. And yeah, that's it.
Anything like that? Who hosts that event? Who's the MC?
So Patrice and I will be emceeing. Listen, I think number one, right? I think West Hartford is blessed with so many amazing organizations, and so we're one of those organizations. And I think what makes our club really unique is that we can pick who the money goes to. So Patrice shared that last year we did $10,000 from the money that we raised to the Town That Cares, and we caravan from New Britain and Costco to the town hall. We loaded up 8 to 12 different trucks, and really powerful to see that money go back to our friends and neighbors and those that are in need. And that's one thing that we do. We give a scholarship to a senior at Conard for $2,000, for Hall for $2,000, American School for the Deaf, and a couple vocational schools. So $8,000 of scholarships to students that are community-minded with the success that we have for Vines. We give every third grader in West Hartford a dictionary for the last 20 years. I think this past year we handed out over 700 dictionaries.
Yes.
Wow, yeah. Let's check it out. Hold on. Oh, wait, who's that dictionary for?
Mr. Feeney, third grade class, Wilkett School.
Awesome.
No, I've been a teacher for 21 years, 12 in West Hartford, 10 of them in third grade, and we got a dictionary every year. The kids are thrilled. We do a dictionary scavenger hunt. Someone dresses up as Noah Webster, comes in and cosplays. Diane Barber, your current president, came in, wonderful person, put on a great presentation, so great with the kids, so thank you, Diane. She's a great person.
Yes, she is.
Speaking of which, our motto, be a good friend. Hold the door, pick up trash, be charitable. What makes Diane a good friend?
Well, one, outside of just being a fantastic president, she is dedicated. She's dedicated to each of the members of the Rotary. She's always checking in. She is always giving her time. She is also on several of the different committees, and one of them for Vines, for the auction. She's just always giving out rather than just taking in.
Nice.
We got really lucky because Diane was a president in the Stratford Rotary Club, so she moved to West Hartford, she joined our club, and so the fact that we have a president from another organization or another town to come to West Hartford was pretty special.
And here's where we're going to pop up the picture, Steph. Boom. There's Feeney in his class and Diane posing with our
I
library.
saw that earlier today. That was awesome.
I sent that so I wouldn't forget to share. So I put that on your channel.
Yeah.
And both you guys first hearted it.
Yeah.
Then you wrote loved it. This is awesome. So thank you, Diane. Thank you, Victor and Kyle and Patrice for being here. And thank you to the Rotary Club for giving all the third graders dictionaries. It's really cool. So thank you. We should look up friend. What's friend mean?
I do want to add to piggyback off of what Patrice said earlier. A lot of our vendors are all local vendors from West Hartford, from the food to the drinks that we are going to have there, the mocktails, everything. That's all West Hartford community-based organizations that also support the Rotary, and as well as giving out auction items for us to be able to give to the community. So it's a full circle thing. And I was telling Kyle and Patrice before, before I even joined Rotary, the two events that I did was the caravan, and I participated at the Vines last year.
Yep.
And as soon as I was done with these two events, that was one of the things that kicked me off of becoming a Rotarian, because of the community outreach and the selfless act of the Rotary. And it's, I encourage people to check us out, come join us, come see me at my branch at NBT Bank, or come see Patrice at Westfield Bank. We can definitely give you directions on how to become a Rotary member as well.
Yep, we'll pop up. And then another one, Steph. Boom. Flyer. Right on the screen. Watch this. When we show these clips, she puts it right here. Put it right here. Boom. I'm holding it.
I hope you get the boom boom, the little
Yeah.
comic book.
This is Direct Line Media. We make anything happen.
I think I'll also just add, too, is that not only are Patrice and Victor branch managers of their respective branches, but they also have volunteered graciously with the bank. So Patrice is from Westfield Bank, Victor's from NBT Bank, and her friends at People's Bank. Those community banks have really come out in a really big way to support local. And we thank you both for your time, for your donations. And right now, we're a little less 18 days away. We've raised over $20,000, and a large majority of that has come from our community bank. So thank you.
I mean, shameless ask. You're on the podcast, but when could Friends of Feeney benefit from some of your events? Or when can we collaborate on an event or a fundraiser? We'd be happy to. I've been here maybe 3 or 4 times, right?
I mean, one would be great would Celebrate West Hartford, right? So Rotary does hot dogs and hamburgers. And if you come to a meeting, we meet on Mondays at 12:15 at the Pond House, most Mondays. And you'll notice that our group is lean and mean. And there'll be 15 to 20 people there per week. And an event like Celebrate West Hartford, where we're cooking hot dogs and hamburgers for thousands of people, we can't do it just ourselves. So one of the things that I think you do great with, Johnny's Jog does a great job with, is getting volunteers outside of the organization to help on the day of. And so I think it's June 7th and 8th, and I'd love to have your friends and partners be with us and share some of the money that we bring in with you.
All right.
That'd be great.
And speaking of which, I was asked to be a speaker. Mary Silverberg, right?
Yes.
Nicole, you know Mary Silverberg? That's my wife. Nicole just walked in. Hi, Nicole. Mary Silverberg, we sat with her. Humble brag, I got the Ambassador of Sight from the Lions Club. I sat with Mary Silverberg and Diane Barber. That's when I first met them, and she wanted me to be a speaker. So I want to hopefully that opportunity is still available to come
Yes.
speak at your event and
Yes.
talk about being a teacher and running a nonprofit. It didn't work last summer. I work at a camp, but my summers are now camp summers are from 8 weeks to 4, so I have more room and time. So I'd love to come speak.
I think one of the things you could teach us, Eric, is how to get your message across, right? And so again, West Hartford has so many amazing organizations, and there's 20 of us, and you look at come to your charity golf events or just in town, you're everywhere, and it'd be great to be everywhere too. And I think sometimes we struggle a little bit with getting people there on Monday for lunch, or even come to our event for the caravan. And we always talk about many hands make light work, and we're doing such amazing work with a group of 20 on Mondays, and how powerful it will be was 20 was 40, 40 was 50. And so that's, we'd love to kind of pick your brain and how we can kind of grow the volunteers and membership, which you seem to do such a wonderful job at.
Well, thank you for the compliment, and yeah, we'd be happy to share. But I don't know how we mentioned, like, you don't know how many people are going to show up. We ask for the parade on St. Patrick's Day. Do we have people coming? We don't know. There could be 50, there could be 5. We just wish people would RSVP. We wish we could get that clear, we're coming. But then it all seems to work out. So your event, again, you have how many sold now out of how many?
Hot off the press, 117, which is ahead of where we were last year. So we'll be well over 200 people. Our ask is that if you're going to come, register at westhartfordrotary.org as soon as possible. We make sure that we have enough food, beverages, and surprises for the night of.
Very nice. Yep, and it's $75 a head, and it's at the West Hartford Town Hall from 7 to 10:30. How many times have you been to this event? How long has this been around?
Lucky number 13.
13. Victor?
This will be my second event.
Patrice?
This will be my 3rd.
I think I'm on like 4 or 5. Yeah, you guys are great. Dr. Liftig?
Liftig?
Liftig. Dr. Rick?
Yeah, Dr. Rick.
Dr. Rick's a great guy.
Past president. He's our sponsorship chairperson. So if you're looking to sponsor, if you have a business in town, WestHartfordRotary.org, Rick will be happy to take your money and know that the
Yes,
money
he will
goes
be.
right back to our community.
Yes.
Elmwood guy.
Elmwood guy.
Yes.
He lives he worked, retired now, but
We got
he
lucky
worked-
that he's retired because he has more time to help us.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
That is true.
Dr. Rick helping out. And then there's Bowling for Books event with Bennett. How's Bennett doing? Bennett's a good guy.
Yeah, doing very well.
Yeah, Bennett's great. Past president, it's he's been in the club for probably about a decade or so. He's chaired Celebrate West Hartford. He's chaired the book drive. Even before, we had a Beatlemania event for 2 years. He ran with that. Bennett's a great friend and amazing Rotarian.
Very good. Rotarian. And you guys help out with, I see that there's a dental clinic in Uganda. Food pantry. $7,500 to the food pantry in collaboration with Liberty Bank. That was last year. Do you guys want to speak on any of those?
So the $7,500 was we Liberty Bank basically matched what we did.
Nice.
And the benefit of it was the food pantry. We came together, and it was great. Just like how Victor and I, we're both bankers. Liberty Bank is another bank in town. It doesn't matter what the business is. We're coming together for one main cause,
Yes.
and to help people, which was fantastic.
Yeah.
And it was great to bring that big check to the town and take a picture with
Yep.
the mayor and present it.
I love the big check. The
Yes.
big Happy Gilmore check. I call it.
Exactly.
I drive around him in my car just like he did too on the show.
It's extremely humbling having other bankers in the group, and again to piggyback off of what Patrice said, it's just nice because we all are here for the greater good of West Hartford, for the uplift and the growth of the town, and our passion is for the community to come together and be able to give to the Rotary and for us to give the money back into the community.
Yeah.
So.
No, I say that all the time. I'm so honored to live in West Hartford and teach in West Hartford.
Yeah.
And then to have my daughters attend the same school that I taught at was like a dream come true.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. West Hartford's a great place. Yeah. Ask my wife. We lived in New Haven. She got pregnant with twins, and she was like, "We gotta move." And I was like, "I don't want to go to West Hartford." Boat shoes and Then I'm like, it was the greatest move I've ever made.
Yeah.
Right. I made so many friends. I'm joined the JCC over 30 men's league, and it's a wonderful place. And I'm just thrilled to be here. It's a wonderful community. They care.
Can I join that? Am I too young?
30? Are you 30 yet?
I mean, I'm not going to tell what my age is.
I don't think you're even 30 yet.
No, I'm 30. I'm over 30.
He'll be
College
late
should
though
play.
for the games.
Tip-off's in 5 minutes.
Where's Victor?
Yeah.
Just tell him the wrong time. He'll show up on time.
Should we talk about happy dollar fines right now? Yes. Patrice is the queen at giving us fines, and me and Kyle both are
Guilty as charged.
guilty, notorious for being the
No,
most fined people. In the
Yeah, let's go
Rotary
into
Club.
that because that's hilarious. The Rotary Club of West Hartford has something called the Happy Fine.
Correct.
Please explain and elaborate.
Correct. So
She's happy when she gives it to us.
Yes, look at that smile.
I stand up looking at it, but I'm like, it's time for the happy fines, and I
especially to
dish the
local
ball out.
bankers.
Who started it? When did it start?
So there was always the happy fines. There were always fines, but I found out about that through other Rotarians, and we really weren't doing it. So I'm also currently the sergeant at arms, so I get to do the happy dollars and do the attendance. So I was like, oh, let's have some fun and tax our members some more. So I was like, let's do some happy fines. So I fine for everything that I feel like it. So it could just be if you're late, you get fined. If you leave for a phone call, if you leave early, if you wear some funky socks, if whatever have you, I will be happy to dish out some happy fines. Kyle did save Officer Stevens on Monday because I was going to give him a happy fine for double parking or what was it?
At Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts, yeah.
The
yeah.
newly
He was so
remodeled.
excited to get a new
Dunkin'
Dunkin' Donuts. He parked in 2 spots.
He did. And Kyle jumped in and paid for his fine. So there you go.
I love it.
And
Happy
I
Fine.
found out about these fines when I started getting invoices from Rick. And I'm looking, I'm like, why am I getting all these increases? What is all this stuff? And then I was like, missing my name tag,
Yep. Yep.
I came in super early, but it turns out that I was super late.
Yeah.
I
Perspective.
mean, I'm sure you're wearing funky socks. So
I
that's a
always
fine.
wear funky
Funky
socks.
socks.
He's
I
late.
always
That's a
wear
fine.
funky
Just now, he's
socks.
like 5
Yeah.
fines right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah,
One
I'm
day
like-
he walked in and left with 5 fines.
I love that idea.
I think that's low key the banker rivalry as well.
I think I'm going to incorporate that into our meetings. I like that. Happy fine.
I'd be fine.
Yes.
The one thing, Eric, we get asked all the time is that so if I want to be a Rotarian, what is the cost, right? And so obviously your time, but it's also we meet for lunch, right? And so we go to the Pound House and they do amazing lunch. It's a lunch, it's a dessert and coffee, and it's a $20 charge or $21 charge. So if we have 7 or 8 meetings a quarter, it's about $250 a quarter, which is your lunches, your dues, and so it's pretty fair.
Yeah.
And one of the things I think that's creative that we do is like NBT Bank and Westfield Bank are corporate memberships. So Patrice can go with Matt Cuddy, or Victor can go with Andreas. And so it's a way where you might not be able to get there every week, but in your branch or in your office, you could probably figure out, all right, we have 3 meetings in the month of March, who's going? And we're trying to be creative to reach out to the businesses in town and have a corporate membership for the same cost. So we're trying to be innovative, flexible, and we want people to show up because we do amazing work. And when people hear all the good things that we do, like, how do I get started? And it may be, I can't go on Mondays, or I can't go for dinner. And so, we're trying to be again, we want to grow, and we want to be accessible to
Do you
all.
ever think of doing maybe like one, because that's during the work day, do you guys ever do an after work meeting for those that can't make the lunch?
Last year we did a breakfast.
Nice.
And in past years we have done happy hours. And so we've been talking about incorporating that again, because we know not everyone is able to steal away time during the middle of the day. So maybe they can come for breakfast in the morning, or they can do an evening for a happy hour, just to break it up for everyone.
Yeah. No, and for more information, check out the website. I got a lot of information from your website. There's so many things of group photos and check presentations, so you guys are doing great things. So I would encourage everyone to go back, and if you're interested, check out the website. I think it's Rotary Club WestHartford.org.
WestHartfordRotary.org.
.org. Yep. So you heard it here. No, it's gonna be a great event. And how about Harvey's? How's Harvey's involved?
We couldn't do the event. I mean, obviously we're here at Maxim Beverages, but we couldn't do the event without Adam. He's an amazing partner for us. He's the one that gets the 12 to 15 different distilleries, the beer, the spirits, and he has, it's a Saturday night. So these businesses and these sponsors are being there and donating and pouring from 7 to about 8:30, 7 to 8:45. And then what's great about Adam is he's every bottle that's sold, some of the proceeds goes back to the club. So maybe it's 10% of the proceeds goes back to
Because people
organizations.
can buy wine that night. after
Exactly
they
right.
Taste it and they like
Exactly right. And one of the things that Adam does, he'll make it available. He'll deliver it to your home, your business. I'll have it available at his store within the week. So it's another way
And
where
where's Harvey's located?
Bishop's Corner,
Bishop's Corner.
right across the street on the corner. We're next to Staples.
All right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The old McDonald's.
Old McDonald's, which
Panera.
is going to be Chipotle, I guess, soon,
Yeah.
right?
Or Chick-fil-A or Chipotle?
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. Yeah.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, yeah, Chick-fil-A, yeah.
Yes.
Still good.
Yes.
Regardless. All right. Well, shout out to Harvey's. That's cool. I'll have to check it out. And then People's Bank, great. They're a sponsor of this podcast. MBT Bank, they're all right. I'm only messing with you. Victor and Andreas, they're wonderful people over there. Matt on the board, he works there too.
And I think for some people that don't drink, right? I mean, obviously West Hartford is known for their food, and so we have a sampling of West Hartford restaurants. And so, just to name a few, Fleming's will be there, and they'll do Swedish meatballs. Our friends at Rockledge, thanks to Chip and Allie and team and Jeff, are doing corned beef sliders. We have a carving station, thank you to Chris Prozac, who is the executive chef at American School for the Deaf. We have spring rolls from Blue Elephant, sushi from one of the local sushi places. Joey's always does a penne alla vodka. I mean, we really have an amazing flair of food that will be there that night. So, those are just a few restaurants. We have close to 15 that will be donating food. So we thank all of them, which is really pretty neat.
Yeah. Food has always been pretty good there. I mean, spectacular, actually. I like the sliders. I was hoping they did kitchen sink smoked wings, but
We'll talk to Chip.
Come on, Chip. No, good stuff going on. Yeah, that again, I'll say the date. March 1st. You said 18 days.
18 days
All right,
from
countdown's
today.
on. And this will be out maybe in a week or two. So by this time this comes out, maybe say 8 days. So get on it, people. 8 days. Give or take 10 days for production. All right, so I got some sponsors too I want to shout out. Again, this is Feeney Talks with Friends. My name is Eric Feeney, founder and president of Friends of Feeney. Our mission is to help children and families that need assistance after heartbreak or tragedy. I use this podcast, Feeney Talks with Friends, and I talk to wonderful people in the community that are doing great things, and I have 3 right in front of me. And some sponsors, again, Direct Line Media. Thank you, Steph and Dave. We're here at Maximum Beverage at 340 North Main Street. We have Keating Agency Insurance, Float 41, The Fix IV, Luna Pizza, Golf Law Group, People's Bank, Parkville Market, and West Hartford Lock. So with West Hartford Lock, what are 3 keys that make you a great Rotarian? What are 3 keys?
Victor, why don't you start?
I would say community. That's
I like it.
one key. Selflessness, doing things, for the greater good of everything. And then, man, why'd you put me on the spot, Kyle?
You're late.
That's a happy find.
Happy fine. In a sense of belonging,
Hold on.
it gives you a great sense of belonging.
You got to hop on real quick. Come on. Hold on. Sorry, Victor. Cut you
No,
off.
no, no.
This
Sorry.
is Nicole's first time.
Come
popping
on,
real
Nicole.
quick. Wife of Feeney, real quick.
Your wife is very lovely.
came all
She's
the way over
truly
here
your
to
better
say-
half.
Just say hi.
The times I've met.
Hello, everyone. Hi.
What makes Eric Feeney a good friend?
He's always up for a good joke. Makes you laugh.
All right.
Don't you need a good friend every once in a while to make you smile and laugh?
There you go.
Right?
All right. See you later.
Bye.
Thanks for coming.
Good luck to all of you.
3 keys. What are the
See
3
you March
keys?
1st. See you March
March
1st.
1st.
March 1st. March 1st.
She'll be there.
118 people. Look at that.
Yes, there you go.
Done. 3 keys: community, selflessness, and
I said a sense of belonging.
sense of belonging. I like it. I like it. You guys want to piggyback, add, change?
Service above self. That's our motto.
See, that's why you should have went first, Kyle.
What's Harvard teacher?
So,
Oh, after use the bathroom, can I say hi?
Of course.
I like the shoes.
Service
So-
over self.
Service above self is our
Okay.
motto.
I like it.
That's number 1. Number 2, when I moved into West Hartford in 2008 with my wife Brittany, we didn't have any girls at the time, and we're trying to join an organization. And Rotary seemed like a really great. So it's been since '09. So it's been a great ride. Really happy to be a West Hartford Rotarian, and I joke all the time. We're giving back to the community, and so we're all very blessed to be able to do this, and it makes you feel pretty good too. And there's a lot of people that are in our community that really need our help. And last year we did 2 events for the caravan, or for the town that cares. So we did the 7,500 Liberty Bank food drive over Thanksgiving, and think about Thanksgiving time as a time to give money or give food to those that are in need, right? To make sure they have a turkey dinner or Thanksgiving dinner as they're coming with families. So that was number 1. And we came back again in April, May with a $10,000 caravan. So last year we had 17,500 that went right back to the town that cares, which is West Hartford's Food Pantry, a direct result of Vines. And so we can't do it without the support of the community coming to the event, buying tickets, sponsoring our event, or even just bidding on auction items. We have some amazing auction items at Vines, and with all that, we allow us to do some really great work, and so it feels good to give back. And so it's I'm happy to be a member. I'm happy to work with. I've found some great friends in Rotary. I can take Victor and Patrice, great friends. They've stepped up. It's not easy, right? I mean, they have families. They're working, and they're again figuring out time to get back to the community. So thank you for stepping up and being on the board and president-elect. And it's nice to see, some younger business owners that are kind of growing and giving back to the community. So it's pretty special.
And how many times have you been pres?
4 times.
Nice.
4 quarters. We're over. No overtime.
What's the term limit? What's the term?
It's a year. So
Okay.
my first time was 2015 to 16, and then it came back after COVID. Went to doubleheader. And then I guess for our third time. So happy that Rick stepped in to get me off the chain, and then Diane's there now, and Patrice, and maybe Victor or someone else following Patrice. And we need newer membership to help continue to grow.
So, all right, let me say hi to my friend over here, fellow West Hartford teacher.
Yes, hello.
How you doing? You want to pop around, say hi to the camera? Come on.
I would love
love to.
This is the
Would it
Feeney
be-
Talks with Friends
Is
podcast.
this the Friends?
Yep.
Wonderful. Well,
Nice to see
very
you.
amazing cause. So that's so exciting that you're being
Yep.
interviewed for it. Good for
Yep.
you.
Thanks. Great to see you.
Great to see you too.
I'm being interviewed. Thanks
You're
for
on the
interviewing
hot
me.
seat.
So we did the 3 keys.
I have
You were in the
3
middle of
keys.
something. 3 keys.
I do have 3 keys.
Sorry.
That's okay. One of them is partnership. And the reason why I thought about partnership when they were talking is we also partner with other nonprofit organizations that are right here in town, like the Nora Webster House, Wasco. We were a sponsor of their Black Business Expo a couple weekends ago, which was a great event. So partnership is huge. Compassion is another one, because just to understand what other people may be experiencing so that we can give out. And the other one is humble. You know, it humbles you when you're able to do something for someone else. You know, it doesn't, like like Kyle said, you know, we have our own lives, we have our own responsibilities, but when you take time to stop and give out to help someone else, it's huge.
It does feel great. No, I'm with you. Those are all great answers. We had 9 keys today. We usually do 3. The 9 keys that make a Rotarian. I love it. And how would you say someone's new? Do you guys mentor Rotarians? Or like, yep, I'm sure. And what if, we already did it, what if you wanted to do one? All right. So
Well, here's our ask. Our ask would be, if you have to have lunch on Monday at 12:15, come and join us at the Pond House and just see what we're about.
Gotcha.
We won't charge you for lunch. You're going to learn about the organization. And if you like what you saw, come back again. And we still won't charge you. And if you say, this is something for me, then we'll talk with someone on the board and tell you what the financial commitment is, what the time commitment is, and see if it's a good fit. But you got it to learn a little bit more. I mean, it's so powerful just to come to one meeting like, wow, we did all of that. You know, it's 12:15 to 1:30. The food's great fellowship.
Yep.
And again, we're giving back to our community, and we need your help.
Yes. And you don't have to be involved in everything that we do. We have some members that they come to the meetings when they can because of their schedule, and then they volunteer for maybe one of the bigger events. Some are only able to volunteer for Celebrate West Hartford. Some are only able to volunteer for Vines, but that's still huge. That's a help. You're still being a part. You're still giving out. You're still putting your input in when you come to the meetings. Your voice is still heard. You're still a part.
All right.
And then being one of the newer members of the group, I've been on again for about a year. And I have to say, it was just hand-holding throughout the whole process. It was just nice getting my feet wet, learning about Rotary, and just really getting involved. I mean, it's a group effort. You never feel lost. If you have a question or you tap one of these guys. They're great. They're knowledgeable. They've been here longer, and they're just very welcoming. And I'll even do one better with Kyle. He said, you know, you'll get 2 free lunches. I'll personally pay for the 3rd lunch out of my lovely daughter's college fund, who's coming over right now. Sorry, baby.
Hey, kid. No college for you, kid. Dad's got to pay for lunch. No, I love it. Well, speaking of kids, I got to do a quick shout out for my guy Hudson. Look at this Christmas gift I got. Be a
it's
good
great.
teacher. That's our motto. Is be a good friend. So he recreated the magnet, and it says, like Mr. Feeney, and it says Friends of Hudson.
Wow.
So thank you, Hudson.
a
I
great
really
shirt.
appreciate this shirt. It was like he took something that I've done and he mixed it to what I do. You know, Friends of Feeney and teacher collaborated on one shirt. I told him I wear it. I'm honored and proud. Thank you, Hudson. And thank you for his Kristen and Amy, his moms, and his dad taught. Where do you think Hudson's dad taught?
Waterbury.
Waterbury.
Shout out to Waterbury.
Mr. Malensky taught in Waterbury. The Berry.
Yes.
It all goes back to the Berry. And Kristen went to school in the Berry too. So
Awesome.
Victor's from the Berry.
Yeah.
You ever been to the Berry, Kyle?
I'm from Cheshire, so I know the Berry
Oh,
well.
Close
yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
So you Blackie's hot dog or
Blackie's.
Frankie's hot dog?
Blackie's.
Silly question now after knowing that you're from Cheshire.
Come on, Aaron.
Martin Russell's dogs too. Martin Russell's made in New Britain. They go to Cheshire. They've been serving those for 100 years.
Wow.
Great place. What's yours, Frankie's or Blackie's?
Blackies. I gotta
Yeah,
go Blackies
yeah.
all day.
Patrice, where are you from?
Well, I live in Windsor.
Okay.
Yes, so I haven't really. I've drive through Waterbury.
Smart. Just keep going. Don't stop.
Oh, come on.
Unless
Shout
you're
out to
going to
Waterbury.
Frankie's or La Tavola or La Casuela.
La Casuelas, yeah.
All right, Waterbury. Well, thank you, Hudson. I love my shirt. Any shout outs you guys have for someone?
I do want to sincerely just reiterate what I said. So if you do come for the third meeting, I would definitely pay for your lovely seat. So you have 3 free meals right there. If you come down to the Rotary on Mondays at the Pond House. What was that time again?
12:15.
12:15.
12:15 to 1:30.
Or you'll
Yeah.
get a
Pond
happy
House.
dollar fine if you come late.
Yeah. Well, see, I'm nice to guests. I want them to keep coming back.
At hello, you're nice.
Yes. And hello, you guys. Yes.
All right, I got another shout out. Last one. I got Stefania reminded me to bring my pen because I always borrow a pen, so I had to get my Cricut pen. Shout out to Cricut Press on Park Road. This is an erasable pen, and it really does erase. And their number is 860-521-9279. And how do I know? Because it's on the pen and the pad. So great stuff, and it erases. Good stuff.
And boom, Cricket Press printed these. Thank you, Cricket Press, and it was a donation from them. So a great partner for Rotary too.
Shout out to Dom and Greg, Cricket Press. Yep, Park Road. 236 Park Road. They inspired me to get pads too. I got the Friends of Feeney pads. Cricket Press, great people. All right, so doubled up, and they help out with these. Look at this good quality. You hear that snap? That's Cricket Press right there. Look at that flop. Look at that flop. Any other shout outs? Okay.
I can't think of anything.
So our last guest was Max Markowitz. He has a website. It's the Film Critics Ticket. So we talked movies. Do you have a favorite movie? Film Critics Ticket. Admit one.
My favorite movie is The Most Embarrassing Thing. I love, and it's a family favorite, the Moulin Rouge. I know every single word, every single song
Wow.
in that movie.
Interesting.
We watched it one summer probably 100 times.
Jeez. I've never seen it. I got to put it on the list.
Yeah, it's
Rudy.
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 Are you a Notre Dame fan too?
So, growing up before UConn, a football team, I would watch Notre Dame religiously. Now, UConn, you can. So I love the Huskies. I love what Jim Moore is doing, obviously what Dan Hurley's doing, Gino. And so I don't follow Notre Dame as much as I used to. But growing up, I most certainly did.
Did you go to UConn?
I went to Assumption College, but
Worcester?
Worcester.
Nice.
My favorite movie is Pride and Prejudice. Yes, I've literally watched all variations of it. Like even foreign countries' variations of it. Yes. I've even read the book several times.
Did
My
they have
hu-
a zombie version
They
of it?
did. I stopped at the zombie version.
You stopped at the zombie version?
I had to have limits somewhere.
I think that was the only one I saw was a zombie
Really?
one.
Yeah, I've seen everyone, read the books, like my husband read her the book, which was kind of hilarious when she was a baby, in all the different accents, which was even better. So yeah, Pride and Prejudice.
Interesting.
What's yours?
I like, Dumb and Dumber, Donnie Brasco, Carlitos Way, Goodfellas, the classics.
Eric,
Dumb and Dumber.
I'm not surprised. I'm not
Mock.
surprised at it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Eric used to wrestle my older brother back in
Really?
the in
won?
the Waterbury days. My older brother.
Yeah.
He used to wrestle, huh?
Who won?
Eric. He used to beat them up.
I used to pummel
He
these
used
kids.
to
Feel bad.
beat up these young Waterbury kids.
Jose hung out with my brother. Yeah. So come to find out, his house and my house were separated by literally 2 houses,
No,
but
wow.
around the
Wow.
corner.
Yeah.
And I kind of moved out by the time he moved in because of college and army. But
Yeah.
very funny. Yeah, love it. Small world.
Taught me how to swear. Afraid of my mom hearing me. Go swear. Do it.
I'm a teacher, teaching the youth. So we have first. Oh, we do another game. First, next, then. First, last, best, worst. Your first event, your last event, your best event, your worst event. Can you think of events or meetings that, as the Rotary Club had this? Let's just do this year. I'm assuming this is going to be your best event.
I hope
No?
so. We're going to raise over 50,000,
Yes.
so that's going to be
50,000?
best.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like
so
it.
That's definitely our best event.
All right. Did you have one that
we
didn't
need
go
we need the community involvement to be able to do it. So
one that didn't go according as planned, or something went wrong or missing, or then your first one and your last one? Like, what's your most recent one?
A recent event?
So I'd say the worst event, maybe not this year, was Celebrate West Hartford when it rained, right? Because we're selling hot dogs and hamburgers, and it's Saturday and Sunday, and it's really busy. Thousands of people coming through, but if the weather doesn't cooperate, no bueno.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So there was a few years back where we had a great Saturday. It was pretty much a washout on Sunday, and instead of bringing in 5,000 or 6,000, it was 3. So that was, weather.
Weather. Yeah. Weather.
I remember that.
Remember?
Yeah, I only volunteered on the Saturday when it didn't rain.
Yeah.
Smart. Like, I'm good. It's raining.
Right.
It's-
Right. That was the worst.
I would say our last event was Benny.
The bowl.
Bowling for books,
Yeah,
right?
Bowling for books
Yeah.
was our
Yeah.
last
That was great.
event. Yes.
Did you guys go?
I
went.
unfortunately couldn't.
You did?
He did.
Oh, wow.
Dropped off books.
Yeah, great.
I didn't let Bennett know. I thought I let him know, but all the lanes were full. I played mini golf and then went to J. Tim's for
yeah,
wings
there you
with
go.
my daughter and her friend.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
it worked
Great.
out. Want to talk? Oh, then 2 things. My drive into work today or Super Bowl? Where do you guys want to go? What direction?
As a Giants fan,
Yes.
I'd rather go. You're driving to work today, Eric.
Funny that you brought that up because I have this first ever jersey burning on the podcast.
Oh man.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I was like about to get up and start running out of this.
Right. I was like, this got real.
Actually, it's to wipe my tears. I love Saquon. I miss you.
Yeah.
I have 4 of these. I bought one for everybody in the family.
Oh, that's
And
great.
to see him so successful and so happy hurts me.
Yeah.
But good for him. I'm
Good for
proud of
him.
him.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really.
What do you think about the game? Did you like
It
it?
was like an awful game.
It was an awful game. I
Yes.
thought
It
so,
was.
too.
Yeah.
The score was
very
awful. The
one-sided.
commercials.
Yeah.
There was
Yes.
that one Seal commercial with the
Yeah.
Mountain Dew. Hilarious. That was the only one I liked.
I like the Dunkin' Donuts commercial.
Yeah.
That to
Dunkin'
start off
Donuts
was pretty
was
good.
fun.
That was
Yeah,
awesome.
yes,
That was.
that
I
was-
forgot
that
about
was
that
funny.
one. That was
Yes,
pretty good.
Yes. Yes.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
But the score, yeah, they were just the front line of the defense of Eagles were just
Yeah.
pummeling
Yeah.
Yes.
Patrick Mahomes,
Oh,
running
yeah.
for his life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was really rooting for the Chiefs because my team lost very sadly to the Eagles. I'm still sad.
The
about
Commanders.
that. Yes.
They had a great year.
They
though.
Yeah,
did though.
they
I
did.
try to hang on to the fact that they had a great year. They did have a fantastic year.
See, Daniels is an unbelievable, amazing
Yes,
quarterback.
he is.
Jaden
Yes, he is.
Daniels could have been a giant.
Could have been a
Should
giant. Should have been a giant.
Cry again. I'll cry.
Devontae Smith had a touchdown for the Eagles. Should have been a giant. Barkley should still be a giant. I mean,
You know who shouldn't be a giant? Daniel Jones. You know who never should have been a giant? Daniel Jones. Oh, it hurts me. All right, new topic. So I'm driving to work. And, there's the intersection. And if you leave at 7 o'clock, it's great. But if you leave at 7:10 down at Conard, it turns into apocalypse now, right? Everyone's in a rush. And I get to the stop sign, and I'm going, and someone turns, and they're like, Dad, that's my friend Bella. Bella Egress.
No way.
Yeah. And I go, that is it her dad Kyle? I have a podcast with him today. Today. I didn't even know my daughters and your daughter were
I didn't
friends.
know that either, Eric. It's
And
amazing.
It happened at the stop sign.
Hope she stopped.
It was on me. I want to go on record. It was on me. She had the right of way, but
All
it
right.
was a miscommunication or a hesitation. So Bella, you're doing great things behind the wheel. But that was hilarious. And I'm like, does she play field hockey? They're like, yeah, she plays field hockey and lacrosse. I'm like, I think that's her. And the egress. So
I
funny.
don't think there's too many Egresses in town.
Right.
But what I will say to your daughters is that we have an Interact Club at Conard. And so it's Rotary for high school kids. And so Bella is part of it. And there's 13 other Conard students that are participating. We'd love to have them.
Okay.
And the club sponsors them with a $1,000 donation to help them give back to the community causes that they support. And you may see them at Celebrate. You may see them at the Food Caravan. But it's awesome to have.
And then how do you say that? And is it an acronym for something?
So I think it's Interact, right?
Interact Club, yep.
Interact Club is Rotary for high school kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interact.
Yeah. We also have a Rotary Club, which is for college. It's 18 to 30, and that's at University of Hartford.
Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, my daughter she had like 4 dozen roses that she sold for student council. So she does student council, mock trial, model UN, unified theater,
Wow.
golf,
Wow.
riflery, and the other one does softball and all the other things I just named.
Wow.
Busy, but they'll hop on that.
Yeah, that'd be
of course.
great.
Tell Bella to connect with Neil and Bridget.
We'll
make it
Thank
happen.
you.
No, good school. I love Conard. But again, that's 7:10 to 7:20. I don't think every kid needs a car. You got all these single drivers.
Well, they're following the rules, Eric. The first year, they can't drive with someone outside of their family. Safety
That's
first.
Right. That's right. Back in our day, it'd be pile them in.
Get
Just
them
got
when
my
you get
license.
there.
I'm picking up all 9 of my friends.
Yeah.
16 years old with 9 kids in the car.
Shove it into a Honda Civic.
Get in the
That's
trunk
definitely-
if you can't
Yeah.
fit. Wow. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, but I think they should offer a stipend or some sort of reward for taking the bus, or we just stop getting buses because no one's on these buses. Oh, they're following. That's why. I thought it was it's not a choice thing. Interesting. Yeah, my girls I've driven with them each 3 times since November. So.
Keep driving with them.
Right? They need a little more practice, but I'm all for it.
Where do the students park? Is there student
That parking lot is huge. There's a front one and a back one.
okay.
So we think we know the little incognito way in and
That's-
out. I
yeah.
drop off by the calf in the back. But again, that's a zoo. And then we pick up a friend on the way here because it was too cold. So we're like, pull over, you hop in. She's got roses. We get to the stop sign. I get cut off. No, I'm kidding. Totally not. Well, all this teacher talk and school talk, do you guys have favorite teachers you'd like to shout out? Any favorite teacher? Like my favorite teacher of all time. I always shout out Mrs. Jarrell from 5th grade, Kingsbury School. This time I want to shout out Mr. Krill. Dave Krill was my freshman chemistry teacher and my football coach. And he was a pole vaulter for Dartmouth. He was an amazing person, and he just inspired me in so many ways. So Dave Krill, shout out to Dave Krill. Do you have a teacher that inspired you? Did I ask you? Remember we started talking about Rose Wise?
Yeah, we talking about Miss
Kingsbury
Wise
School.
and Kingsbury School. I last time I said Mr. Pose, because this time I'll say Miss Augustine down in Waterbury. She used to teach in the theater department at Wham's, where I graduated from. My senior year of high school, I couldn't, I came from humble beginnings, couldn't afford the ticket to the prom, and she actually ended up paying for my prom ticket, which I was completely shocked and just completely floored. And that was one of the most giving moments because, prom is almost like a rite of passage, and I felt I was, crying that I couldn't afford it because we just didn't have the money. My mom obviously raised 6 of us on her own, and it was tough. Watch 115. I guess talk a little bit about that, but it was just one of those special moments where I just kind of was inspired to give back, and it's always stuck with me to always give back to the community. Yeah, especially when I made it and got to a level where I could.
Yeah, the theme of today is definitely, service above self. I love that.
Service above self.
And giving back and being a good friend. I'm fortunate to have a house and a roof over my head, so I would like to give back to those that need assistance. And I'm from a divorced family, so I knew how it was not to see my dad every once in a while. I could never imagine never seeing him again. So that's why I empathize with families that lose a loved one. And since then, we've helped over 90 families and raised over $225,000. So
Good for you.
I'm honored
That's amazing.
and all working with wonderful people in the community like you guys. And you guys are doing great work, and we look forward to future collaborations. And I will 100% March 1st. Sounds good.
How about you, Kyle? Who's your favorite teacher?
Mr. Dudak.
I was gonna say you could say me.
I could say you, but I'm going to say Mr. Dudak. So Mr. Dudak, 6th grade, Highland School, Cheshire, was just a phenomenal teacher. Taught me a lot about just kind of working hard, and I would say Mr. Dudak.
I cannot remember and or pronounce her married last name, but she wasn't at the time, and her name was Donna Cathy. She was a faculty. She wasn't an actual teacher. She worked in our career center. and she knew everyone at Manchester High, and she was there for everything. She gave us guidance, she told us when we were out of pocket. She steered us in the right direction. She helped us with college, with everything you could think of. She was there for, and I never forgot her. And every few years, I actually see her. So it's fantastic.
Very nice. All right, we got teachers. Oh, and episode Stefania, she's our production associate now, but she was also on 123, and she does cosplays and TikTok. She has over 1 million views on TikTok
Wow.
about Marvel. So with that being said, we have a special superhero. We did favor teachers. Teachers are superheroes.
Yes.
But who's your favorite superhero? What's your favorite superpower?
Okay, so my favorite
gives a
superhero
tough
is
question.
Thor. It's always been Thor.
Okay.
Yes. My husband is a huge comic book person. It's the best way I could say it, right? Comic book person. Yes. So he got me into it, and Thor is my favorite. I love Thor's hammer.
You bring the hammer down with those happy
I
vines.
I do. And let me tell you, when I hit that gong, I feel the power too.
This all makes sense. I can
It
see
does,
I
it does.
agree. Yeah. This week I'll say Spider-Man because my daughters are really into Spider-Man and into the Spider-Verse. It's like really cool for them. I don't think they really quite grasp the plot lines yet, but they like watching Spider-Man and yeah.
So, I mean, I have to say, I don't know if I have one, but if I had to go one, I haven't followed Marvel that closely. So this is going back a long time. The traditional is just Superman.
Classic.
Classic.
Yes.
Traditional.
There's
He's
an Amazon
reporter by
Prime,
day
yeah.
and saves the world by
By
night.
night.
Let's go.
Let's go. There's an Amazon documentary on Christopher Reeve.
Oh, really?
I haven't seen it yet, but
Oh, well.
is it HBO? Oh, it's
Okay.
HBO. Get your password and username. Can you share it? Yeah. What is it? What is
Be a
it?
good friend.
I'll trade you 2 Hulus and a Netflix for your HBO.
Be a good friend and share that pass.
Yeah, be a good friend.
I still use my mom's networks.
Yep.
Netflix account.
No, I'm honored to be speaking with the Rotary Club of West Hartford. There's a wonderful event on March 1st, Vines of March. I can't thank you enough. At being a third grade teacher, I personally I want to speak for all of my students for the past 200 of them, 20 times 10, so 20 students times 10 years. So there's 200, and there's so many third graders in West Hartford. Do you know when and where that started and how? Why third graders? Why dictionaries?
Savannah, Georgia. I
Gotcha.
think it's where it started. And it's grown across the whole country.
Yeah, it's so cool. Love it. What minute are we on?
48.
48. Anything? Oh, we got to do a toast. We got a Vines. You guys got to guess that. Matt, you want to grab that bottle and those glasses? And then in the meantime, again, thank you, Hudson. Thank you for the. Oh, Nate. What about my guy Nate? Nate will be here.
Nate hasn't signed up for his ticket yet, and Nate, knows better than that. Is another banker, TD banker. Nate better be there.
Should we call him?
Let's call him. Let's get him on the line here.
Live on air. Let's get another baby.
He was there last year. He had a blast.
Are you calling him right now?
Call him right now.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
That's going to be great.
Calling him right
We're
now.
getting 118. We got Nate and his lovely wife there. We got 120.
Right?
We're gonna put him on speaker. Oh, it's supposed to be a guess. Who? What it is? Hello,
I can see anything.
Nate. Pick up. Nate, be a good friend, Nate. Let's see. Usually a texter. What if you call him and he picks up? That'd be. Oh.
I don't think he would. I think he knew we were coming on today.
Oh, he did.
Yeah. Should both call him at the same time.
We'll do a
Your
little.
call has been
Maybe
forwarded
other
to
cheers.
voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Nate, live on the air, episode 128. Feeney talks with friends. I'm here with Kyle.
Let's go. Let's buy a ticket. March 1st, 18 days away. Be there, be square. We need your support. Thanks, bud.
you don't call me back, I'm sharing your cell phone number with everyone. YouTube, podcast. All right. Cheers. I'm sorry. Okay. Did you see what it was?
I didn't say. I don't know much about wine.
We got to guess
No.
price,
Okay. We got to taste it first?
taste
Yeah.
it, year. Well, let's
Cheers.
cheers
Thank you for
to
support.
a wonderful event. March 1st, you want to try it, Matt? She's not having. Okay. All right. So you smell it. Oh, he's at the girls' game.
Oh, yeah. What's the
Connor.
score?
Let's get the score. All right, what do we got?
Below.
You gotta check its legs. I was on Two Guys on a Lot of Wine. Shout out to Two Guys on a Lot of Wine. We did a collaborative episode. Check the legs. It's a.
I thought you picked the
The
bottle
nose.
because it was green because it matched the Friends of Feeney.
It's all about branding. All right, so I need
It's
to know.
a 2006 Merlot Classic Red.
Red Wolves up 24-19.
I'm just making this up, by the way.
24-19. All right, so how about? All right, we'll start year. What year do you think this wine is?
2018.
All right.
2021.
Whoa, Kyle for the point.
Ooh.
2021.
Okay.
Now, what kind of wine is it?
I say Merlot.
Merlot. We got one for Merlot. You can guess too.
I know nothing about wine.
Wow. If you said Merlot, so I'm going to say cab.
2 for 2.
2 for 2.
This is a Cabernet Sauvignon.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. I'm
All
impressed.
right. And now we need to know location.
I got to go California.
West Hartford.
This is an island. I'll give you, and a continent.
Oh, Australia?
Yeah, it says that wine of Australia.
Wow, there you go.
Heartland, Spice Trader.
Huh. Great color.
Great color. Go green.
Go green.
Top of the morning. Be a good friend. So thank you for hosting
And
us.
the cost was the last one, right?
Oh, cost. What do you think this costs?
$19.99.
You want to higher or lower?
Lower.
$18.99.
You said higher or lower. I said lower.
I wrote it down. Oh. $14.99.
$14.99.
$15 out the door. Well, thank you to our hosts, Maximum Beverage. Thank you to the Rotary Club. Let's cheers again.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Please like and share when this comes out. This is episode 129.
What's your record for views?
Riley Fox had.
Oh, right.
over
We're not being
600.
Riley. We're not
Yep.
being Riley.
Riley Fox.
The Bulldogs are
then-
14-6. Big game on Valentine's Day. They're playing UPenn at home.
Okay. I went to the opening day.
Yeah.
Saw him score his first bucket.
Yeah.
Then I went on Martin Luther King Day to see him play Howard. He had 7. Got on the floor, went in the
Right.
locker room. Friends of Fox. We're gonna do. Were you there?
You did that. I was there. Yeah,
for
it was
the
great. It was
2,000
awesome.
Points?
Yeah.
He scored 2,000. We did the red Friends of Fox.
And
We're
Coach
gonna
was
do-
there, which is nice to see.
We're gonna do blue Friends of Fox up at Yale. So hopefully
Okay.
we're gonna pick a day. Are you gonna go to the 14th? Oh, wait, that's this
That's
week.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it's a tough sell.
Well,
Hon, let's go to a
Valentine's
game.
Day. It's not going to work for me.
Let's go to New Haven. We're going out to eat, fancy restaurant. No, we're gonna go see basketball.
Right,
Let's go, Riley.
My wife's like, I love Riley and all, but
But, yeah.
no, yeah. Cheers to Friends of Fox, and then the Sherry twins. You ever hear about the Sherry twins?
Yeah.
There's female Sherry
They're
twins.
going to
but there's
Georgetown.
male twins. They run at Stanford.
Stanford.
They were also on high numbers.
Okay.
And then my buddy D-Lock did a music band after 1,000 views.
Okay.
Victor promised me.
So
a lot
hopefully
more.
this isn't our worst
I
performance.
promised you a lot more.
No, I'm kidding.
You should do one with my twin brother, you know. That would be a good one.
I like it.
Yeah, that'll be-
Maybe your twin brother would like to be a Rotarian.
well, yeah, I'm pulling his arm on that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be a little confusing.
It would be confusing.
That'd be great. And if it would be a happy find Patrice if she gets it wrong.
Right. Oh
Ooh.
my gosh.
You guessed the twins wrong. You get a happy find. I like
I think
that.
I can figure them out though.
I'm better looking.
What makes you better than your twin? What minute are we so we can document this and send it to the little bro? Big bro or little bro? Who's older?
He's 5 minutes older, but
Who could whoop who?
Minute 54 or 55.
Remember who taught you. No, I'm kidding. I like little bro. All right. Any closing remarks?
Yes, thank you for this opportunity, for sharing about Vines. It is going to be a great event. Come out. The food is fantastic. The company is great. There's lots of laughs. And definitely visit our meetings. It's at the Pond House. Can't get any better than that.
And
when do you
Victor's
start-
buying lunch too. So.
Of course.
and
When do you
Victor's
start
buying
your,
lunch?
when do you start your term?
My
President?
term, July 1st.
July 1st.
Yes.
Are you excited?
I am. I'm very excited. I have a great group of people who keep telling me they're going to be right there with me to help me out whenever I need it. So I'm going to hold them to it. And if not, just find them. Maybe. Got to find
We'll
someone
keep
else.
getting fined, Victor.
I know.
I'll probably do
I
it.
was,
man.
I was
Sorry,
thinking
you know.
about asking you if you wouldn't do it, but then you might just
I know,
retaliate. So I
I
don't
know.
know if I want that.
You should
I might
create
be a
tickets,
dictator,
like
man.
a fine ticket. Boom. You've been fined.
I might be
That's-
hungry with power. I don't know.
And get the carbon copy. You keep the copy. You give it a top copy. Fine. Pay it. No, it was wonderful chatting and get to know you. I've seen you around, and
Yes.
Westfield Bank has been sponsored our Friends of Feeney Golf Tournament, I think,
Yes.
2 years ago. So I want to
Yes.
thank you again. And before that, made a donation, and
Yep.
one of their customers came in and picked us for something.
Yes.
So yeah,
I do
thank you
remember
so
that.
much for your collaboration and yeah, your thoughtfulness and your generosity. So I appreciate it, and it's great to sit down and talk with you, Patrice.
Thank you.
And good luck with being a prez.
Thank you.
It'd
Thank
be
you.
wonderful.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Closing remarks. Mike is yours.
Good. No. Good. Come on.
Yeah, just obviously, Eric, you're a great guy. We appreciate you. You see everywhere in the community. Neat that our girls kind of know each other. Kind of hits. I know John Decker played basketball with him, so I know John well. But we're all trying to do the same thing, right? We're all trying to give back. Service above self. And our ask is, if you have no plans on March 1st, join us. If you'd like to join us for lunch on a Monday at 12:15, we'd love to have you as our guest. And let's make this community even better than it is. And thank you again for hosting us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
John Decker, episode 65. It was his birthday. John Decker.
His birthday's
on the podcast when we
nice.
filmed.
Recent birthday. He's
I
a
got
February
him-
birthday.
I got him an Elmwood pastry cake. Great guy.
Awesome.
Also generous. Wonderful guy. His company sponsored the Friends of Fox T-shirts. So great. RBC or RBG.
RBC.
RBC. Royal Canadian Bank.
Royal
Bank of Canada.
I think.
Yeah, I know. He's a good friend. I know all about him.
Who wins you asked Victor a question about basketball. Who wins, you or Decker?
Ooh, so 2 years ago, Decker and I won it all.
Ooh.
The following year, we didn't win a game. So we went from the heroes to zeros.
There you go.
0-14, first time in JCC history. I was the captain, loser, me. And then this year I'm 0-8. I just finally won my first game last. So I was 0-26 or whatever. It was not good. But Decker's great. He blocks my shot a lot.
Does he pass when you're out there?
Does he pass? Do you know Decker?
I know Decker well.
You said you ever played basketball with him?
I know Decker well.
He wouldn't pass to God.
Amen.
I love Decker. If he catches, turns, and shoots. Love him to death. And he's great. He won MVP one year, a couple years ago.
A few years ago. Probably a few years ago.
Yeah,
now.
like 5. He was chiseled. He won MVP, but now he's having knee surgery right now. So we wish you a speedy recovery, Deck.
You can
love
beat him now.
Now I'm blocking your shot all day from the couch. All right, thanks, Decker, 65, and Victor. What's up? Take us home, Victor. What do you got?
Why did I gotta end? No, I mean, thank you, Eric. You're such a good friend and honestly a pillar to this West Hartford community, and to my fellow Rotarians and to everyone. Please come out, support. The Rotary Club. We cannot do it without your support, and I can't stress that enough. We do a lot in this community, and we want to see everyone in this community succeed. So We're here on Mondays at the Pond House, so please come out. Again, I'll be happy to split the bill or take.
I thought you were buying.
I'll buy it. I'll buy it.
I'm not splitting anything. He offered to pay.
If she gives me a happy fine that day, I'm going to be. We were going to have to split it, but
Let's do a selfie to send to Decker. Get in and then.
Hey,
Liz,
Decker.
Steph is going to put this on the podcast to end it. We'll do one. Say, be a good friend on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Be a good friend.
Good job.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Be a good friend.